Mass is in honor of St. Martin the First. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. So our Lord asked the apostles, whom do men say that I am? And they gave him some different stories, Elias or one of the prophets or something like this. And then he said, but whom do you say I am? And St. Peter said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And this is who he is, and because of this he was rewarded with being chosen to be made Pope. And our Lord said to him, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. So he got rewarded to be made Pope because he recognized that our Lord was the Christ, which means the anointed one, which means the Messiah, the one that was awaited for. Christ is the Latin word, Messiah is the Hebrew word. And so it means he's the Messiah, the one they were waiting for. And he says he's the Son of the living God. He recognized him as the Son of God, not just as a mere man. And this is what our Lord is, and this is what was the foundation of the church, that we believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He's not a mere man, that he is the Christ. He's the one that was awaited for, the one that was sent to redeem the world, and that redemption is through him. So we have to proclaim our Lord Jesus Christ, and especially the Pope, who is the successor of Peter, has to proclaim our Lord Jesus Christ as King. He has to say, yes, this is the King, this is the Messiah, this is the Son of the living God, this is the one whose teaching we must follow, this is the one whose teaching we must learn, this is the one that we must imitate and take as our model. And this is what the council rejected, and what the last few popes have rejected. They've rejected this, and they sit in the chair of St. Peter. They're successors of St. Peter, but they don't say with St. Peter, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. They don't say that. They want to say you're just one among the prophets, like what the men say. One of the prophets, one of these others, just another man that came along. So they say exactly what the men said. He said, what do the men say about me? This is what the popes are now saying. But then he says, what do you say? You Christians, you disciples of mine, what do you say? And Peter answered for all of them. And now the popes are rather saying what the men say, rather than what St. Peter said, what the apostles said, what the disciples of our Lord say. So they are rejecting their discipleship and saying, no, we're not going to learn from you. We're not going to treat you as the Christ, the Son of the living God, but really just as one of the prophets or some other holy man. And this is an error of the popes. It comes from the council, and we must reject this and say, no, we're going to follow St. Peter. We're not going to follow his false successors, his successors teaching differently than him. We cannot follow them. We must rather stick to following the truths that have always been taught by the church. This is why we have to be traditional. We have to keep to the traditions. We cannot embrace the novelties that were engendered by the council. We cannot embrace these. We have to say, no, we will not indeed follow them. So let's ask Our Lady that we might follow Peter and not follow his successors teaching false things and errors. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.